Okay, today I'd like to talk about an issue of great importance to me that has come up in national news again, and that'd be gay marriage. Now, I'd like to go over some of the arguments that the religious right and the social conservatives use as reasons why it shouldn't be allowed, and why I think they're not really well thought through or particularly good. The first one I'd like to cover is the idea that we shouldn't be allowed to marry because we can't procreate. That's a really silly argument because there's no requirement that straight couples that get married be able to procreate. Sterile couples can get married. Women past menopause can get married. There's also no law requiring straight couples to have children. So, if they're really concerned about procreation, wouldn't they ban straight people who can't have children from getting married and put laws in place that require people to have at least two children so that they can replace themselves? Also, the idea that gay people getting married is going to cause the birth rate to fall is utterly ridiculous. Do they really think that John and Sally down the street are going to go, we can no longer have children because Jack and John got married? No, that's not going to happen. There is no logical reason behind that. The next argument is that marriage equality is not right. If that was the case, then interracial couples wouldn't have gotten the right to marry. Trying to say it isn't a right is ludicrous when history shows that marriage equality is accepted as a right for all. Then there's the argument that it'll cause the fabric of society to fall apart. Really all this is a illogical scare tactic that's founded on nothing. It's not been proven. Look at Canada. They allow gay marriage. Has the fabric of Canadian society fallen apart? No. Has the fabric of society in European countries where they allow gay marriage fallen apart? No. They still function very well. Every society has its problems, but none of them have been exaggerated by gay marriage. It's a lot to do about nothing with that argument. And then there's the argument that's not supported by religion, which in this country is ridiculous. We aren't a theocracy. We're a democracy. Our Constitution prevents the country from being ruled by a religion or promoting a religion. So therefore, the fact that it's not supported by a religion has no legal bearing on why it can't be. If we were in Iran, that would be a different story, where the government is based on a religion. But we're not. Okay. The next argument is it'll destroy the family unit, which is ridiculous. It's not going to destroy the family unit. Me marrying another guy is not going to destroy your family. If your family is that sensitive, there's already major problems that are going to cause it to fall apart anyway. It's really pointless argument. It's like shit. Okay, and the next argument that's usually thrown in is that families need a mother and a father. Well, if this is the case, why is divorce legal even after you have children? Doesn't divorce get rid of both the mother and father in the picture at once? If that's the case, why are there allowed to be single parents? It's obviously not that big a concern then. The next argument is that it'll dilute the sanctity of traditional marriage. I'd venture to say the 50% divorce rate already dilutes it. The fact that people will get married multiple times dilutes it. The fact that Britney Spears had a 48-hour just for fun marriage. Dilutes it and damages it more than any gay marriage could. As a matter of fact, how does people wanting to get married, wanting to show they love each other, wanting to live the rest of their lives in a holy communion dilute the sanctity? If anything, it strengthens it. Then, of course, there's the argument it's not natural, which is silly because it is, and that doesn't stop the fact that it's not natural doesn't stop us from living our lives. Cars aren't natural, but we use them. Synthetic fabrics aren't natural, but you don't see people giving them up. So is water purification and sewage systems. We don't see people giving that up en masse because it's not natural. We've learned to live with stuff that's quote-unquote not natural. And we seem to do quite well at it, too. And then, of course, the largest argument is it's morally wrong. Which depends on how you view it. Me, I don't find it morally wrong. I simply don't. And I know plenty of people that don't find it morally wrong. However, they do find the fact that you try to turn my ability to live my life and be a happy, productive person into a political issue, and that you try to spread hate through the political process at my expense, do find that morally wrong. Do you really think Jesus would have preached to hate and try to destroy people's lives through the political process? No! He would have taught, and he did teach, to love everyone, to love thy neighbor, to treat people like you want to be treated yourself. And I hate to say it, but I don't think most people want to be treated the way they try to treat us in the political system. Who really wants to have their lives and their ability to be happy put through the political arena? To have their basic rights put through the political arena as something that's fodder to get out the base in an election? No one. And I'd like to close by saying, if you have any better reasons, I would love to hear them. I'm not that close-minded.